Okay, you're looking at the 2023 Aventon Aventure. We'll take it on a quick test ride. Just kind of show you guys around this bike real fast. It comes equipped with the 26 by 4 inch Kenda tires. Obviously disc brakes. The cool thing about these brakes, they are hydraulic. They don't have a cable, which makes them that much better and robust. The zoom shocks are standard on this. I got the large frame. Trying to understand what the big difference is between large and medium. I think the seat post is probably the biggest difference, but the frame sizes appear to be pretty close to the same size, if not the same size. But in either case, aired on the large because I am right at 6 feet. The Shimano Altus gears are standard on this bike. It comes with the fenders. It does have a tail light, and obviously the electric power assist, which is awesome. So I'm going to take this on a quick test ride. First thing, I need to get this helmet on and get this thing powered up. And for those individuals that don't know how to power up an electric bike, it's pretty simple. You will press this button here one time quickly, just like that, and then you will go to this button on the left and hold it down, and your LED screen will light up. What we're looking at is 100% power charged. Everything's on 0. The power assist is controlled by this pad here. It goes from 1 to 5, and by pressing once up, it puts you at speed level 1. Press again, speed level 2. Press again, 3, 4, and 5. And back to 0 as such. When you're at 0, you can just pedal, and the pedaling is actually pretty easy considering this bike weighs 70 plus pounds, and it you can ride it just like a regular bike, and no biggie for me. Now if you need a little bit of assistance, by pressing the 1, it will give you quite a bit of power to get it going, and I'll demonstrate how nice and easy this bike is to operate. You can ride it on full electric power if you choose to, and that's just by pressing this button down. Always be very careful. I keep it on 0 before I get on because I'm a little clumsy sometimes, and I'll hit the power and off the bike goes, and that's not a good thing. So just kind of be careful with that. Other than that, pretty straightforward. I don't know how much the audience out there is familiar with these bikes, but there's not really a lot to them. The bike does come with a headlight which is very bright despite its size, and the gears are very smooth to shift. Seats comfortable, super easy bike to own and operate. So I'm going to mount my camera on this mount that I just got for the bike, and pretty quickly put this on here. Getting a phone call in the meantime that I'm going to have to ignore. So just bear with me here while I get this camera on here, and we'll see how this thing actually does as we take off. Okay, there we go. Alright, so gotta have a helmet. Obviously I got this one actually off the web. It's kind of cool. It's a PHZ. It does illuminate. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it does illuminate, which has a really nice flat mount. It was only 40 bucks, which I thought was a good deal. Anyway, don't need the light today. All is good. And we'll give this a try here. All right. camera's gonna be a little bit crooked because the bike is gonna be all over the place, but I'll try to make it as level as I can here. I'm at power 1 right now, and I'll have to narrate as to what's going on the pad, but I'm at 11 miles an hour currently. I'm on speed level 1, barely pedaling. Speed level 2 right now, and it just jumped up to 14-15 miles an hour right off the bat. Alright, so I'm going to take this trail, which is to just kind of show the maneuverability of this bike and how nimble it is to get around, which is actually pretty cool. Our trails here are not quite the best trails for biking. It's mainly for walking. I am an off-road person, which is why I bought this bike, but you have to drive on the road or the trails to get off-road. So I'm speed level 2, barely pedaling, but not pedaling at all actually. My average speed is 15 miles an hour in this winding trail. So my bike mount is pretty crooked, I can see, which is fine. I'll have to adjust it. I actually just got this bike mount. Got a little rain shower here from the sprinkler system. Yep. Wow. And here's a dog. Hi. There we go. Okay, next we're going to test the speed of the bike. Let me get myself in a better spot here. Okay. All right. One moment. I know I got a little bit of rain and water sprinkler on my lens, on my glasses. So I'm going to try to demonstrate a 30 plus mile an hour takeoff here. So we get to a nice area here to be able to do that. All right, here we go. I'm at 11, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32. Okay, that was interesting. So let me get the camera in a better spot. One moment. If I do that, okay. So as you can see, I took it up to speed level 5. I'm going to go back to 1. And we're going to try this a little differently with a different view here. Okay. So this is what the LED looks like. This is where my phone is. And I barely use the throttle. All it takes is a little bit of pedal push and it throttles up on its own, which is good because I'm actually trying to exercise at the same time. Now, if you're one that just wants to go for basically a free ride, just use a throttle. And that's all it takes. If you use throttle at full speed, sorry about that, got more wet. Throttle at full speed, you could probably ride for about an hour or so. Okay. Just cruising at about 10, 11 miles an hour here. Okay, so another demo. I'm gonna tap all the way to 5, and I'm gonna pick up some speed here just to demonstrate what that looks like. I'm just gonna do about 20 plus miles an hour. Here's the camera currently in my hand, and as I stated earlier, the plenty of stuff. I'd like to be able to actually make it back home and download this video, so I'm gonna get fancy here. Yeah, I think a lot of the videos that I've been watching somewhat overcomplicated what this bike is, and you know, there's a lot of bikes out there with a lot of different features. I think this bike pretty much has it all. The fat tires are awesome. Like I said, I love going off-road. That's very important to me, and especially beaches and things of that nature. The skinnier tires just do not work out well for me. I've tried that before. I've tried a lot of different methods. I've tried mini bikes. You know, the mini bikes are great, but they're very limited. I would not be able to ride my mini bike in this subdivision. They just don't allow it at all. This is a bicycle technically, and it's electric. It's quiet. Nobody knows the difference, and there are no limitations or restrictions in having one. I don't want a motorcycle. It's, even though I love dirt bikes, however, it's not practical. This gives me a little bit of everything. It again, the braking system is unbelievable. The whole bike itself is actually pretty unbelievable. The Aventon lives up to its name. I'll show you the brakes. Just press the brake. I'm not sure how good you can see that, but the light does come on. The battery is inside the bike, which is flush with the charger here. I don't have my water bottle yet. I'd like to get a center console where I could put my iPhone. I'm trying to limit the accessories on my handlebars, and I would prefer to have my iPhone in the middle here. I do like Zoom. I've had Zoom products before, and the shocks and the brakes and some of the hardware is by Zoom, which is a very good quality. And of course, you can't beat Shimano when it comes to gears. I absolutely love their products, but short of that, that's pretty much it. There's really not a whole lot to say. I've seen some videos that are a little bit over an hour long, which is quite a bit of information on what a bike can do. Like I said, this is super simple. Everything is very well marked. You can soften your shocks with the lock control. You're gonna find a lot of detail in a bike like this. I paid $2,000, and I bought it here in the Woodlands area in Texas. But short of that, enjoy whatever you're going to buy, and I'm glad you're seeing this video. Hope it helped. Have a great day, and back to my ride.